What is up, guys? It is Uncle Bob. Welcome to the channel. We're gonna make this quick. The last part of this video, it's just gonna be like an A-B. I ended up having to leave because we were taking the kids on like a winter, like Christmas light trail. You know, it's like an LED display that's like a half mile you walk through. And it was really cool, but it had started, like, my girl wanted to leave right as those, like, weird credits started rolling. And before we left, before I left this situation, what am I saying? Before I had cut the video off, I was looking at, because I wanted to find the ending, because whatever was rolling on the screen, it was all in gibberish because it seems like that part just didn't get it didn't get translated. Which, I mean, of all things to get, like, to worry about getting translated, like, that's not that big of a deal. All right, there's a video of the Dark Cloud fight. All right. All right, now we can see what all that dialogue was. All right, where I'm watching, Dark Cloud is breaking down. Okay, now we got the funky graphics. I apologize for the heater being on in the background, but it's a wee bit nipply outside, and you know my car was off, so we're just trying to get it toasted back up here. But, alright, as it rolled, it said, "In the beginning was the void, then light and dark were made. Everything was born then. Stars, moon, water, fire, and life. But life gave birth to something more, dividing the light and dark, an energy called hope. When light and dark overlap, and all would return to void, return to void, for to divide them shall appear. Never forget that their power is the hope of the people. Time washes away all dreams, despair, love, but do not be swept away. Look instead at this place, to the light which shines after all else is gone. Hope." All right. I don't think I read that very well. And then it just kind of spirals around, which, you know, we remember that it did. I don't remember it going on for this long, but I guess it went on longer than I thought. All right, so now we are here at the end. And just like barely a little bit of it played because while I was getting ready, I just hadn't, while I was trying to pause after, you know, getting surprised with, hey, we're leaving right now, a little bit of this had played. But, all right, that was the text, the gobbledygook in the last video that we saw. That's what it translated to, roughly. Seems like I'm not very good at reading either. So, whatever. Maybe I'm growing dyslexic. That would be a big oh no. Alright. When did my first video of this come out? Let me just, for reference. Almost a year ago, I started this game. I started this game before I even moved into this house. It has been almost 11 months I've been playing this game. That is wild to me. That is beyond wild. That just goes to show. Let's see, what was I even playing back then? What were the other games I was playing? I started Terranigma. Chrono Trigger I was playing then. Link's Awakening. Breath of Fire 2. Oh yeah, 1 month was like almost completely taken up with Breath of Fire 2. So that's, that's also a thing. Mega Man 5 for the NES. I beat Mega Man 5 for the NES and Game Boy before I was able to beat this game. I beat Mother while I was playing this. Bruv. It shows I started Mother before I started this. But still, like, that's another game I've seen the end of all while this was playing. Yeah, just going back in time. Yeah, when I started Chrono Trigger, I was in the first trip you make to the future. And in Mother, I was, or in Earthbound Beginnings, I was, I think, going into the school. Wow, bro, wow. So long spent on this game. So long. Before I moved out of my old house. Oh, all right, let's go. Enough of me rambling. Homies! Hey, everybody. Lunith, Ark, Refia, Ingus, you did it. You really did it. I knew you were the real thing. Aren't they amazing? Come on, everyone. Let's go home. Uh-oh, is the Invincible going down? Or are we just dropping people off? Time to go back to a mirror. And now we got a bona fide hero that actually gets to join the village. Thank God you're safe. What are you talking about? It was a cinch. Thanks to you, the world has been saved. Ha! Whenever you run into trouble, count on us. Come see us anytime. You can train with us. Ho, ho, ho. Farewell. It's Salonia. I am home. See you, little king. Literally, little king. Oh, yeah, it's King Alice. Your hearts of light save the world. It is we who should say thanks to you. I'll never forget the courage you've taught me. Truly, thank you so much. Oh, wow, we had to give back the Invincible? That's fine. I don't want the Invincible anyway. This ship is way better. We're approaching Canaan. We're almost there. I'm sure Granny's waiting. I'm getting off too. Dash, why are you going to Canaan? Serena, wait. Okay, I'm lost at what was going on there. Dropping them off at the very beginning. This is where we started, bro. You're shy of hugging in front of people. Sid wasn't going to get outdone. Call me when you go on your next adventure. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, I'm so happy. Let's go back to Sassoon Castle. No, I don't want to. I want to have fun with you a bit more. Don't go back just yet. Okay, she's chilling with us a bit. I don't know which one of us she's hanging out with. Maybe it's just Lunith. Topapa. Welcome home. Lunith, Ark, Raphia, Ignis, welcome home. Oh shit, Dad and Mom? We have parents? Whoa. The world has been freed from darkness thanks to your hearts of light. Thank you, Light Warriors. Why is it shaking? Is our island falling? The crystal has returned to its place. The darkness parts and the light shines upon the world. A new dawn. Oh shit, NES and NES, environment over here. That looks pretty good, actually. Oh shit. Kamehame! The earth is better once again. We have healed it. Ooh. Hitting me with that fanfare? Alright, well. Is another song going to be playing? Oh, Jesus. Alright, we're turning this down because ending music tends to get flagged a lot. A lot. And that's not just in this game, that's in all games. Ending music is just... It happens so much of the time it happens. But... Sorry, guys. Taking care of some business. But, regardless. Alright. Final Fantasy 3. This one's been a lot of fun. It was, at the end there, it did drag a little bit. But that was kind of my fault. That was kind of sort of my fault. I guess I just wasn't expecting, and I guess I should have expected, like, these two are going to be the same class, load them out the same way. But overall, I would say that I enjoyed this game. I enjoyed it more than Final Fantasy II, regardless of the ending struggles. Because I know with Final Fantasy II, I had a bunch of moments where I was having to redo dungeons completely just to get my characters with the way the grinding worked in Final Fantasy II, just getting them up to snuff. Which, honestly, was not really that bad. At least in my experience, it wasn't really that bad. But, this game was a lot of fun. It's hard because I am not a really big fan of games where it's like changing classes like this, and I know Final Fantasy V is a lot the same way. So they're the games that like kind of are not my ideal setup. That's not the kind of setup for a game that I really want to do. If I'm going to pick a class, I like to pick a class at the beginning. I don't like having to have like multiple moments where it's like, all right, you got to switch to this class and now switch to this class. It's too much to think about, and my brain for stuff when it comes to stuff like this works best a little more linearly. So, yeah, not quite what I would want, but at the same time, I still had a lot of fun with this game. I had a lot of fun with this game. The story wasn't bad. The environments were cool. You know, the fact that, you know, we had the floating world and then a sunken world, and then, you know, we unflooded it was a really cool setup. And like the way that it just kind of opened up to you that you were on a floating island in the first place. It was just a really cool setup that I wasn't really expecting. And the end. The only thing is I did miss the characters being like somewhat more like real characters. Even though the three main characters in Final Fantasy II, there wasn't really anything unique about them. I liked that they were actually like real characters. Like these ones, I heard the names came out when the DS remake popped up. Originally, there were no default names, and you could tell like that's how the game was written. And you know, like I said, even though there's really no difference between what very little characterage we got in Final Fantasy II, I like that feeling more, where like the characters are all proper characters. And I know with Final Fantasy IV, I know that's going to be the case. And I know that's basically going to be the case the rest of the game, or the rest of the games in the main series that I'm going to be playing. So I know I don't really have that much to worry about at all. So, you know, I don't worry about it at all. But it has been a lot of fun. Do I like this game more than the first one? That's a thing, and I don't know if I do or not. First one, it's already been like 3-4 years since I even played the first one. I remember the first one being a little bit more. This game felt a little. Now, this could just be the way that I get lost, and I tend to be over leveled for a lot of things because I get lost and am just wandering around. So there's a good chance that this is just my experience. But it felt like, well, in Final Fantasy I, I know this is the case, that a majority of the hardest aspects of the game are all like in the earlier parts of the game. Especially like having the marsh cave so early. The ice cave is maybe around like just a little past halfway. So like that one's a little bit out there. But it feels like a lot more of the grinding had to be front loaded in like the beginning of Final Fantasy I. Whereas this, it seemed like, you know, most of my mishaps all happened at the end. So, you know, I feel like there was a lot of the ending of this game that was my fault in the way that I approached it. But, you know, It is what it is. You do what you do. Kind of funny that I ended up not even needing that fucking shuriken that he threw one time and then didn't throw anymore. I don't know why. I don't understand how the shurikens was supposed to work. There's no way that you were only supposed to be able to throw it once a battle. That would be ridiculous. Because I bought all those because of how expensive they were, thinking I was going to have a use for them, and it turns out, no. So, whatever. It is what it is. But, yeah, guys, that is going to be it. I'm going to be playing Terranigma at least the next couple days because Terranigma has earned it. It's kind of gotten pushed off to the side while I was finishing up Final Fantasy III. So I'll at least do 2 or 3 days in a row of that. And then I'll figure out what I'm replacing Final Fantasy III with. So I'll get there. Till then, guys, it's been fun. Peace.